The Hindu editorial, safe, returned April 27, 2020. Dictation start within 5 seconds. Ready? Start a month after one of the most stringent global lockdowns was imposed in an Indian to tackle the pandemic. The travels of the migrant worker have shown no sign of ending. The government told the Supreme Court in late March that arrangement had been made to provide temporary shelter with food for migrant workers, and as of then, none of them was no the road just days after the lockdown had triggered an exodus of people to their native places, but reports have shown that thousands continue to travel long distances, most of them by foot, to escape distress conditions or to their families. Meanwhile, lakhs of workers who were dependent upon daily and casual labor are still stranded in Mumbai and Delhi without wages. The functioning of shelters in several places has been uneven across state and metropolitan city, with the ongoing lockdown hurting the economy. The finance ministry relief measures have been insufficient in providing for their needs. Some migrant workers who stare at a continuing loss of livelihood in their adopted place of work are better off depending upon the social safety nets and familial support structure in their native places. They should be allowed to avail these in a dignified and humane way. The starting work under the Mingeri that went dormant in their earlier period of the lockdown has provided an initiative for workers to leave of their native places. It is evident that the option of keeping workers at their respective place is no longer viable, and the center must work at ways to allow for their transport to their native places. Stop India, among other Asian countries such as its neighbors in the subcontinent, Malaysia and others, has managed to avoid the high facilities and infection rates that have been seen in Europe and North America. The lockdown has helped, but it has come at the humanitarian and economic cost. The question of whether to extend a lockdown amid an economic crisis is a moral dilemma with that can be resolved only through practical steps that compensate the poor and the workers in the unorganized sector and protect the old and the infirm. State Maharashtra, the state with the highest incidence of COVID 19 cases, besides having the largest number of migrant workers, has urged the center to plan and resume railway services for the laborers once the lockdown end of May 3. It is a request the center must heed. It is fulfilled trying to blame workers for flocking to railway stations as had happened in mid April. Stop states such as Madhya Pradesh and Uttar Pradesh are also gearing up to facilitate their return. These steps are welcome, allowing migrant travel a safe way by train that provides for the necessary physical distancing is the least that the government can do. Stop. आई होप आप सभी को डिक्टेशन पसंद आई होगी। कमेंट बॉक्स में कमेंट करें, लाइक और शेयर करें। थैंक यू।